In the ancient Indian epics and Puranas, we often hear about divine, devastating weapons, weapons that could destroy not just armies but worlds. The Trishul of Lord Shiva, the Sudarshana Chakra of Lord Vishnu, the Vajra of Indra. But among these divine arms, there are two that stand above the rest in terms of sheer power and devastation. 75 brahmastra, 75 Pashupatastra. And in the vast battlefield of Kurukshetra, only one warrior had the divine right to wield both of them, Arjuna. Let's begin with the brahmastra. The tale of its origin appears in the Shalya Parva of the Mahabharata and also in the Shiva Purana. Long ago, an immensely powerful asura named Vritra was born. There are two different versions of his birth. One says Vritra was born from the fire rituals performed by the sage Kashyapa and his wife Danu after the loss of their sons. The other says he was the reincarnation of Chitraketu, cursed by goddess Parvati to be born as an asura. In both cases, Vritra was no ordinary demon. He was born from divine Raji, a being with unmatched strength. Even Indra, king of the gods, could not defeat him. So the gods turned to Brahma, and Brahma said, "Only a weapon made from the bones of sage Dadhichi, a great devotee of Shiva, can kill Vritra." Dadhichi willingly sacrificed himself. From his bones, Vishwakarma crafted two weapons. One, the thunderbolt-like Vajra used by Indra. The second, even more dangerous, brahmastra. This astram, passed down from Agastya Muni, Agnivesha, Drona, Arjuna, and Ashwathama, had a terrifying condition: never use it against humans. If misused, it would burn the earth, stop rainfall for 12 years, kill all life, and render even sacred mantras powerless. And yet it was used. On the 18th night of Kurukshetra, in blind rage, Ashwathama entered the Pandava camp and slaughtered the sons of Draudi and many others. When confronted by the Pandavas, he panicked. He pulled out a blade of grass, chanted the brahmastra mantra, and hurled it at the Pandavas. The skies burned red, the earth shook, the wind stilled. The world watched in horror. Arjuna, guided by Lord Krishna, was forced to respond with the same weapon. The two brahmasastras rushed toward each other, a guaranteed apocalypse. But before the clash, the great sages Vasishtha, Vyasa, and Vishwamitra appeared between the two astras and stopped them. They warned, if these collide, the earth will perish. Arjuna withdrew his weapon. Ashwathama, consumed by vengeance, redirected his astram toward Atura's womb, targeting the unborn child Parikshit, the future of the Kuru dynasty. But Krishna intervened. By divine grace, the child was saved. So what makes these weapons so legendary? It's not just their power, but the responsibility that comes with them. The Puranas teach us that the ultimate strength lies not in using divine power, but in knowing when not to. And that's why Arjuna, the only mortal to wield both brahmastra and Pashupatastra, is revered not just as a warrior, but as a wise and disciplined soul. If this story fascinated you, let us know in the comments below. Which divine weapon do you think is the most powerful? And if you love epic mythological storytelling like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel to support more videos like this. Until next time. If brahmastra was the weapon of annihilation, then Pashupatastra was the divine judgment of Lord Shiva. The story of this astram comes from the Padma Purana and Mahashiva Purana. Long ago, the sons of the demon Tarakasura Kamalaksha, Tarakaksha, and Vidyunmali received a boon from Lord Brahma. They asked to live in 3 flying cities Tripurath that would align once every 1,000 years for a single moment. Only during that moment could they be destroyed by a single weapon. The gods, helpless against this cosmic arrangement, turned to Mahadev. Lord Shiva, with a chariot crafted by Vishwakarma, wielded the Pashupatastra forged with Mandara mountain as the bow, Vasuki as the bowstring, Vishnu himself as the arrow, fire and wind at the arrow's tip. When the moment arrived, Shiva fired the Pashupatastra and obliterated Tripura, destroying the demons. In all of Dwapara Yuga, only Arjuna was ever granted the Pashupatastra after performing severe penance and pleasing Lord Shiva during his exile. This weapon, Shiva said, can destroy the universe. Use it only when absolutely necessary, not on humans, and Arjuna obeyed. Despite possessing it, he never used Pashupatastra in the Kurukshetra war. Contrary to some misinterpretations, Arjuna did not use Pashupatastra to kill Jayadratha. According to Mahabharata's Drona Parva, chapter 74, he used Indrastra. Arjuna, the power of the astras lies in the intent of the wielder. The astras you possess are a divine gift, but they are also a test of character. Sage Vyasa, the burden of wielding such weapons is heavy. The path of righteousness is blurred when such power is at one's disposal. True wisdom comes from restraint, Arjuna. You have shown wisdom beyond your years, knowing the consequences of misusing these divine armaments. As Arjuna sat by the river, memories of battles and divine encounters flowed through his mind. The stillness of the water mirrored his thoughts, the teachings of sage Vyasa guiding his introspection. Through battles fought and decisions made, I realized the greatest victory is over one's own desires and fears. Arjuna's legacy extended beyond his valor on the battlefield. He became a beacon of leadership, demonstrating that true strength is measured by wisdom, responsibility, and compassion. Guide with fairness, lead with compassion, for that is where true power resides.